Welcome to the LIS News. This is a week 1 and the third week of after-school clubs and activities. Students in year 7, 8, and 9, get on your dancing shoes because this Friday the PTA is sponsoring a middle school disco. The disco will take place from 7 to 9 p.m. and pizza will also be available for sale. Check your email for all of the details as well as the request form for your favorite songs from the DJ. See you Friday night. And the LIS Battle of the Brains team will be resuming competition tomorrow after school at BMES. They're only 2 wins away from winning the Eastern District title, so come on out and support LIS. The LIS soccer season begins this week. See the schedule in Mr. Kirby's classroom for game times and come on out and cheer on our Buccaneers. And the PYP exhibition will take place this Wednesday and Thursday in the IB Lounge. Please keep out of the lounge while it's going on and make sure that you're quiet and respectful at all times when you're in this building. Starting on March 31st, we'll be having a juice box drive to benefit the Grand Bahama Children's Home. The drive will run for 2 weeks up until spring break, and we're asking that LIS families contribute juice boxes to help this very worthy cause. And finally, this Friday, Hector Picard will be here at LIS and we'll be having a full school assembly at 10 a.m. on Friday. Hector Picard will be completing an Ironman triathlon to benefit the Beacon School on March 29th here on Grand Bahama. Hector is actually the first double amputee to complete an Ironman triathlon, which is a 2-mile swim, a 26.2-mile run, and a 100-mile bike. And now for your team points.
It's right before my eyes and I can take it if it's what I want to do. I am leaving and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes.
And now over to Robert with our weather.
Today the high is around 81 degrees and the low is around 71 degrees, and it should be cloudy in some areas as there may be some patches of rain. Also, the chance of rain for today is 30%. Tomorrow the high is around 84 degrees with a low of around 74 degrees, and there is a chance of rain occurring later in the day, and these conditions should be the same for Wednesday as well. On Thursday I am predicting a high of around 80 degrees and a low of 70 degrees. With a chance of rain of about 40%, meaning that there may be a shower in the morning and later in the day. On Friday, the high is also 80 degrees with a low of 70 degrees. However, the chance of rain is 65% for the morning, and later in the day it drops to 55%. So you may need to bring in your umbrella on Friday.
And now to our international news.
Now I know what you're thinking. You don't do the world news, you do the big words. Not today. Our international reporter is out on location this week, and I have bravely filled in. As some of you may know, Venezuela has been the location of a lot of social unrest as of late. What exactly is going on, and what is the cause? On February 12, 2014, millions of young students passively protested against the social and economic crisis in Venezuela caused by their government. According to the Venezuelan Observatory of Violence, there were almost 25,000 homicides in Venezuela last year, with the vast majority of cases resulting in no arrests or even police investigation. In most places, peaceful protests are not seen as a threat. In Venezuela, however, the police are treating the protesters as though they're dangerous. The marchers are being brutally beaten and even shot at by the authorities. The armed forces are murdering and injuring the very same innocent people that they are sworn to protect. Another cause of the protests is the fact that the Venezuelan government covers up everything that they do. They completely control the television and radio channels, making sure that none of their shenanigans are revealed. The only way people could be informed about what was going on was through the internet, and more specifically, Twitter. Twitter. Naturally, the Venezuelan government decided to step in and they shut down Twitter in Venezuela. As a result, the people are forced to take part in protests, and that is the only way that they can raise awareness. At this point, the Venezuelans are fed up, and it has led to countless violent riots around the country. What do you think?
And now, a special report from Robert.
As you may have noticed, there have been some forest fires in the last few weeks. Some of these fires have been so severe that several schools have been closed. For example, Jack Herod High School was closed last week Monday due to one fire that took place close to the school. The result of these fires, though, were the same, with large volumes of smoke not only affecting visibility for cars, but also strongly affecting breathing, especially for persons who may have asthma. They were deeply affected by these fires. Whenever you encounter a fire, stay away from that area, not only because of the danger of being inflamed, but also that sometimes near these fires, the plants that are burned is poison wood, which will enter the lungs and carry the risk of death in some cases. These fires are completely natural as the pine forests become inflamed so as to keep the soil fertile.
Welcome back to Big Words with Gabby. Great participation last week, and we look forward to more this week too. Don't forget, here are the rules. Each week, I will give you 3 words from the official SAT study guide, and you have to respond to an email with what each word means from a list of multiple choice options. 3 correct answers gets you a team point. You will also be asked to use the words in a sentence. The LIS News team will pick the best 3 sentences, and those students chosen will receive an extra team point. Here we go. Abasement. Does it mean A, humiliation, B, degradation, B, complicated or highly convoluted, C, room below ground, or D, noisy attacking speech? Tangent. Does it mean A, complex or difficult to solve, B, to improve or make better or clearer, C, going off the main subject, or D, something subtle, a fine shade of meaning? Bilk. Does it mean A, a narrow-minded or prejudiced person, B, harmful, poisonous, or lethal, C, humiliation or degradation, or D, cheat or defraud? You have 24 hours, and good luck.
Thanks so much for watching the LIS News. Have a great week.